We have here a proof that there is in the atom a fundamental quantity which increases by regular steps as one passes from one element to the next. This quantity can only be the charge on the central positive nucleus of the existence of which we already have definite proof. Henry Moseley. Hello and hi, my dear cadets of 11th class. After having the knowledge from the structure of atom and previous knowledge of 10th class on classification of elements, today we discuss on the most important part of the chapter, that is modern periodic table. The main contributor is Henry Moseley. Henry Moseley is the main person who has contributed to this modern periodic table. He not only contributed to the field of modern periodic table but also contributed on the topics such as concept of atomic number for modern periodic table, X-ray spectra, atomic battery, etc. During World War I, he was assigned the responsibility of telecommunication officer for Royal Engineers of British Army by the British Empire. Unfortunately, Moseley was shot and killed during the battle on 10th August 1915 at the age of 27. He was about to be nominated for the Nobel Prize. Bad luck for the good wisdom. Let us start today's discussion on the modern periodic table. Why are certain elements grouped together in the modern periodic table of elements? For example, we can find helium and argon grouped together as inert gas. Why? Also, what is the basis of grouping elements in the periodic table? We will understand the basis for organizing elements and then we will learn about the characteristics of the modern periodic table. This is our modern periodic law given by Moseley and team. The law says like this. The modern periodic law states that the physical and chemical properties of the elements are the periodic functions of their atomic numbers. Mendeleev said functions of their atomic masses, but he says functions of their atomic numbers. What is the change? Change is from atomic mass we have come to the atomic number, because atomic number is the most important compared to atomic mass. Why? We will discuss today only. Scientists arranged elements in increasing order of their atomic numbers from left to right across each row and discovered that the elements having similar properties repeat after regular intervals of time. Now, just now we were discussing that why atomic number was selected as a base for the modern periodic table. Why it was replaced from the atomic mass. Atomic mass is the total mass of the protons and neutrons present in a nucleus, okay? Whereas the atomic number is the number of protons in a nucleus. Also, the number of protons in the nucleus is equal to the electrons present outside the nucleus. Now he is coming from proton to the electron importance. We know that nucleus is deep seated inside an atom, but the electrons outside it, especially the ones in the outermost shell, are free to move around. Hence, they take part in chemical reactions. That means electrons are taking part in all the properties. That's why electrons are given due importance, and electron number is nothing but what? Atomic number. Therefore, the properties of an element depend on the atomic number rather than atomic mass. Now, we'll go to the table. Why this is called a long form of periodic table? Modern periodic table is called as what? Long form, because While arranging from left to right and from top to bottom in the increasing order of atomic number, so the table looks a little lengthier, and certain elements they were not in a position to give place at a proper place. For that they have taken the bottom place of the table, so it was looking a little long. That's why the name is given long form of periodic table, nothing but modern periodic table. The modern or long form of the periodic table is based on the modern periodic law. Okay, the table is the arrangement of elements in increasing order of their atomic numbers. Okay, the modern periodic table is the present form of the periodic table, and it consists of 18 vertical columns and 7 horizontal rows. This is the modern periodic table. He said, how many vertical columns? Let us see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. 18 vertical columns. These 18 vertical columns from top to bottom, they are called as groups. And these groups earlier, they were given the number using the Roman numerals. For example, this one. This was called as 1A using the Roman numbers, 2A like that. And this was this side they were given as a 1B, 2B, in between also B. That means A, and in first only A and B were there because some similarity was there between those two groups. But now, forgetting all those old notations, as of now we have given straight away the Hindu Arabic numbers from first group to the last 18th group. This group is called as alkali metal groups. Why it is called as alkali metal groups? Because these are the elements, by reacting with oxygen they form such an oxide, they are easily soluble in the water and converts themselves into bases, and these bases are the best bases of the chemistry and they are easily soluble in the water. Therefore, bases which are easily soluble in the water are alkalis. So because they form the best alkalis of the chemistry, therefore they are called as, the word alkali is used. And why they are called as metal? According to the new definition, electronic definition, elements which donate electron easily are called as metals. Earlier we were explaining the metal definition on the basis of what? One which is hard, one which is ductile, one which will shine. So now they are taken as the properties, not the definition. So today, according to the electronic definition, elements which donate electrons easily, they are called as electropositive elements and they are the metals. And on the other hand, elements which easily accept or gain electrons, they are called as electronegative elements and they are non-metals. So metals are electron donors and non-metals are electron acceptors. And to donate electron has to be far away from the nucleus, and if you see the atomic size here, so it goes on increasing, and in the case of francium, electron is so far away, with the least amount of energy you can take out the outermost electron. That means francium is the best electron donor on the modern periodic table. But because it is radioactive, small disturbance is there in the nucleus, so we don't take this as a chemistry of this francium is not developed that much. So the best alkali metal in the first group is what? It is cesium. This is because of the radioactivity which is unstable, we don't consider, and chemistry is not developed. Cesium chemistry is developed a lot, we study in the higher class. So cesium is the best electropositive element on the modern periodic table. And if you go on the right side here, except this, because this is called as the noble gas, inert gas, chemical least reactive, fluorine, this is the best electronegative, best electropositive extreme left down, best electronegative extreme right on the top. So these two are the two topmost electropositive and electronegative elements on the modern periodic table, and this is called second group. alkaline earth metals. Why this name is given? Because they too are alkalis, they too are the bases, but compared to this group, their place is second place. So best bases are this group, next bases are this group. So they are next to the alkali metals. So alkaline word is used in place of alkali. Then why it is earth is used? Because these elements are available in the earth crust in the form of minerals and the ores in large amount. That's why the word earth is added. So in total, this group is called as what? Alkaline earth metal. In the same way, if you go to the extreme right side, this is boron family, this is carbon family, this is nitrogen family, this is oxygen family. Oxygen family is called as chalcogen. Chalcogen is the Greek literature word. Chalcogen means ore formation. If you see the list of ores and the minerals in the earth crust from the geography or from the metallurgical department, we see that most of the metals occur either in the form of oxides or sulfides. That means metals occur in this form or in this form, which are in the same family. So they are called as chalcogen ore formation group. So depend upon the property, they are given the name. And this is halogene. Halo means a salt formation. They go for the best salt. Fluorides, chlorides, bromides, iodides, they are the best salts. If you want to prepare best salt, you have to combine this group with the most active, this extreme left. So alkali metals and halogene, they will go for the best salts of the modern periodic table. Among the best salts we are using every day, which one? Na from this area and Cl from this area, sodium chloride in our diet every day. So this is what halogene family. Like that, in between there are some metals, they are heavy, and I told why it is called as long form, because if you see atomic number 56 barium, okay, after barium 57th is where? Not here, 57th is here, because 57 to 271, they're all chemically same. So for them, he told place here only. Then how to place the 40 elements here in a small group, small block? So time being, they are placed here at the bottom, but the correct place is here. Okay, that's why it is looking like a long form. In the same way, after the radium 89 to 103, these 14 set of elements, they also chemically same. So instead of placing here in the small block at the bottom, they have placed us from actinium to the lawrencium. So because the first member is actinium, this is called as actinoid. These are called as the lanthanoids. So we will start here for the today's discussion. We will wind up, and tomorrow from the same chart we will start the discussion. Thank you.